Every mark in the rank counts a lot. Either it may be in the MCQ or in the board exam. So we have to be very careful in selecting or as well as writing the answer in the exam. So welcome to ExamMed channel. In this video today we are going to discuss about the human reproduction, the PU board question bank which is given this year. So let us start with the questions. So the first question, scrotum helps in maintaining the temperature of testis, which is, so they have given here A, B and C. We have to identify and fill that blank. So here scrotum helps in the maintaining of the temperature of the testis, which we already know that it is 2 to 2.5 degrees centigrade, lower than the normal body temperature. Each of testis has about how many compartments? It is 250 compartments and measures in length, they have asked. So we know that the testis measures in length, it is 4 to 5 centimeter and 2 to 3 centimeter in width. So the correct option will be B. Next question. Spot the odd one from the following structures with reference to male reproductive system. So male reproductive system you have to identify, and one of them is odd one, which you have to remember. So we know that rete testis is a part of male reproductive system. Epididymis is the male reproductive system. Vasa efferentia is male reproductive system, and this is the one which belongs to female reproductive system. So the correct answer is D, and all other three are wrong. So we will select isthmus, as it is female reproductive part will be the odd one. Which of the following is not a male accessory gland? So there are three male accessory glands. One is seminal vesicle, and one is prostate, and the other one is vulvourethral gland. These two are paired one and this is unpaired one. And here they have asked not a male accessory gland, so ampulla becomes the not a male accessory gland. This is the correct answer. The vas deferens receives a duct from the seminal vesicle and opens into urethra as. So we know in the male reproductive system, so here this is seminal vesicles, they receive a duct and they come in the center as ejaculatory duct. So here vas deferens with the seminal vesicles opens into urethra as ejaculatory duct. The function of myometrium layer present in the uterine wall is to, you know, in the female reproductive part. So there are three layers. So here this is inner layer, middle, as well as this is innermost layer. So the outer layer can be called as perimetrium, and the middle layer is called as myometrium, and the inner one is called as endometrium. So here they have asked the function of myometrium layer. So myometrium layer is made up of smooth muscles which helps in contraction. So it exhibits strong contraction, uterine contraction during parturition. That will be the correct answer. Sertoli cells are found in. So Sertoli cells in the male reproductive part, when you take the TS of the testis, you can find the seminiferous tubules. Each seminiferous tubules, when you cut open, you can find two types of cells present here. One is called as spermatogonium and the other is Sertoli cells. So spermatogonium are the sperm mother cells or the male germinal cells, and this is Sertoli cells. So we know Sertoli cells helps in nourishment of the male germinal layer, that is the male sperm producing mother cell. So Sertoli cells are found in seminiferous tubules and provide, what is their function? Provide the nutrition for germ cells. The cells that secrete testicular hormones, androgens are, so these are Leydig cells, So in between the seminiferous tubules, you can find the subtentacular cells or Leydig cells or interstitial cells which secrete the male hormones. They are together called as androgens. So this will be the correct answer. Seminal plasma in human males is rich in. So seminal plasma, that is when you see the secretions of seminal gland as well as the prostate and bulbourethral gland with the sperm, you can find in this seminal plasma it is rich in fructose and calcium with other enzymes. They have given two statements here. The first statement is the process of release of sperms from the seminiferous tubule is called spermatogenesis. So as you see this one, spermatogenesis is wrong because the process of release of sperm from the seminiferous tubule is called spermiation. Hence the statement 1 is wrong. Statement 2. The spermatids are transformed into spermatozoa by the process called as spermiogenesis. This is correct. So hence the option will be statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. So we'll go to the next question. To produce 2000 sperm and 400 ova, how many spermatogonia and oogonia are required? So we know one male sperm mother cell will produce 4 sperms. Hence there are 2000 sperms. You can divide it by 4 and you get 500 spermatogonia and 400 oogonia. As you know, one oogonia will produce only one ova. So 400, 400 and one spermatogonia will produce 4 sperms. Hence the correct option will be 500 and 400 oogonia. Diploid number of chromosomes in a primary spermatocyte is 46. What is the total number of chromatids in each of its secondary spermatocyte? We have given diploid number here. Primary spermatocyte is having 46. What is the total number of chromatids? Remember here they have asked chromatids. As we know, one chromosome is having 2 chromatids. So secondary spermatocyte, automatically it has chromosomes, half of this. 46 means it is 23. So each 23 chromosomes will be having 2 chromatids. Again it becomes 46. So the answer is 46. Next question. The secondary spermatocytes undergo second meiotic division to produce 4 equal haploid. So when you study spermatogenesis, you can see first spermatogonia, primary spermatocyte, secondary spermatocyte, and finally you can find 4 equal haploid spermatids are produced. In turn, further they become spermatozoa. The process of transformation of spermatids into sperm is called, just now we discussed about that, it is spermiogenesis. It is the last process during spermatogenesis where the inactive spermatids will become active and motile. The release of sperms from the seminiferous tubules is called, so it is called as spermiation. What is the correct sequence of sperm formation as we discussed just now? So here the first is it starts from spermatogonia and then we have spermatocytes, primary, secondary spermatocytes, and then it produces spermatids and then spermatozoa. This will be the correct answer. Spermatogonia, next primary, secondary spermatocytes, then later it becomes spermatids, and then lastly finally spermatozoa. In female, oogenesis is initiated during, so when the baby is found to be produced female, in the womb of the mother itself, there will be couple of millions of oogonia are produced. So here the oogenesis is initiated during embryonic development stage. Which among the following has 23 chromosomes? So 23 usually we have all the germinal cells, all the body cells have 46 chromosomes. Here they have asked 23 means they are in the male germ cells. which undergo meiotic division, and female germ layer which undergo meiotic division. So when you take spermatogonia, it is diploid, it is having 46. Zygote is a union of male and female, again it is having diploid number 46. Secondary oocyte. So we have primary oocyte, secondary oocyte. Secondary oocyte is having haploid number as it undergoes meiosis process, and oogonia are again the egg producing mother cells, so it is diploid. So the correct option will be C. GnRH, gonadotropin releasing hormone, is a hypothalamic hormone which stimulates pituitary gland to secrete. So GnRH, actually it is produced by hypothalamic hormone, and it acts on the anterior pituitary gland to produce two hormones called as LH and FSH, which are very important for male and female during reproductive time. So we completed 20. Identify a wrong pair with respect to menstrual cycle. So they have asked wrong pair. Formation of corpus luteum 15 to 28 per day. This is correct. Secretion of progesterone 15 to 28 per day, as corpus luteum secretes progesterone. This is also correct. Regeneration of endometrium 5th to 13th day. This is also correct. And disintegration of endometrium 5th to 13th day is a wrong one, because the disintegration of endometrium takes place 1 to 5th day of the menstrual cycle. So this is the wrong option. They have asked wrong pair. So this will be the correct one. Before going to the next question, see, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe, like, share, and if you want to view more videos of board papers, please go through another more videos which we have posted based on sexual reproduction, flowering plants, and other type of topics, and be perfect to the board exam as well as basics for your NEET exam and KCET. So let's go ahead with next question. The corpus luteum secretes large amounts of progesterone, which is essential for maintenance of. So corpus luteum secretes progesterone, and that helps in maintenance of endometrium, where the implantation and pregnancy takes place. So hence it is very important hormone for maintaining the endometrium. Progesterone hormone is secreted by, so in the previous slide we have seen that corpus luteum will produce progesterone hormone if there is fertilization and it is followed by pregnancy. Which of the following statement is true? So let's see which one is true. LH surge induces menstruation. You know that LH surge induces ovulation, not menstruation. Hence this is the wrong one. Regression of corpus luteum increases progesterone. So regression of corpus luteum increases progesterone. If there is a regression of corpus luteum, how it will produce progesterone? This is also wrong one. Diploid egg is formed after second meiotic division. So after second meiotic division, the egg will not become diploid, it will become haploid. Embryo differentiate from the inner cell mass of blastocyst. So this will be the answer, as it is the one which differentiates into inner cell of the blastocyst, where the embryo develops from that cells. Which match the items from the column 1 with column 2. Proliferative phase, secretory phase, menstruation phase. So proliferative phase is, it is follicular phase. Secretory phase is luteal phase. Menstruation is breakdown of endometrial lining. And we have the option, this one, C as the correct answer. When does the second meiotic division occur in the secondary oocyte? So when it will happen? In the female journey of oogenesis, we already know that the eggs start developing when the baby is in the womb of the mother itself, that is embryonic stage itself. And it is very shocking that here it continues its journey up to when the sperm reaches to the egg, and the complete second meiotic division will complete in the secondary oocyte at the time of fertilization. So Here the correct answer is at the time of fertilization. When the sperm enters inside, the second meiotic division will be completed, producing a haploid egg. There is fusion of male and female gamete, nucleus usually, and then there will be zygote formation. The secondary oocyte after ovulation is covered by non-cellular layer of. So secondary oocyte, so there is one layer, and that layer is zona pellucida, and outside you can find corona radiata. So zona pellucida is a non-cellular layer which is produced after the ovulation. Choose the correct option from the table given below. Formation and dissolution of the labeled part. So formation formed by and dissolved by. So zona pellucida layer is formed on the secondary oocyte before fertilization. So C will be the correct option. Which of the following hormones is produced only during pregnancy? See here, during pregnancy you can find HCG, HPL, estrogen, progestogens are produced. Hence the correct answer is A, which is produced only during pregnancy time. The dash hormone is secreted by the ovary in the later phase of pregnancy. So as usual we said HCG, HPL, all. The relaxin is the one which is produced later phase of pregnancy. Which of the following hormones is not secreted by human placenta? Human placenta will secrete all except LH, which is produced by the anterior pituitary gland. Morula is the developmental stage of, say when zygote is formed, then it forms 8 to 16 cell stage called morula, and then you can find blastocyst is formed. So hence the correct answer will be between the zygote and blastocyst. Which one of the following is not the function of placenta? So placenta will help in removal of carbon dioxide as well as waste materials from the embryo. It secretes, this is correct answer, this secretes oxytocin during parturition. It facilitates supply of oxygen and nutrients. It secretes estrogen. So here it secretes, this is also correct, facilitates oxygen is also correct. It secretes estrogen is wrong one. So it is not the function of placenta. During pregnancy, the fetus develops limbs and digits. Which month? So here limbs and digits are developed after 8 weeks. That is second month. The first movement of the fetus and appearance of the hairs on the head usually observed during which month of pregnancy? It is 5th month of pregnancy. There will be movement of the fetus as well as appearance of hairs on the body. During embryonic development, embryo's heart is formed at the end of first month. Heart is formed. Signals for parturition originate from both placenta as well as fully developed fetus will give the signal for parturition. So we have completed the MCQs which are given by PU board. Hope I think you have not skipped this video, continued all and be perfect with the MCQs so that you can attempt and score good marks in your board exam. And we'll come with the next video on the next chapter, reproductive health. Until then, stay tuned on our channel. Thank you.